Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. See some people popping on here. So glad to see you tonight. Hello, hello, Christy, Cynthia, I think it is. Welcome, welcome. So, Kara, Courtney, so glad to see everyone tonight. Welcome, welcome. So I hope did everyone see the drawing I did? Well, it's been a while now. I did it on the 23rd, something like that, for the person to win the free 15-minute reading. That was kind of fun. She's already booked it. She's already booked her, I can't remember her name. I thought I had that. I cleaned up my office though, so I might have thrown it away. I'm so glad to see everyone tonight. Okay, so y'all know how this works. You put the name of the person you want read in the comments. And then I will also just do spirit led, or my moderator will choose someone. Once I start describing them, please confirm or deny the information. It's called evidential mediumship. All right. Looks like we're going to get going here. I don't know if everyone saw, I think I only have like 10 seats left, but tomorrow I am having a free forum if anyone wants to join it. You do have to go to my website to register for it, and there will be free readings, and then I will be breaking down readings so that people can see how it works to go and take a class from me. You do have to go to my website, Christy God 1 Second Medium, to register for that, and it is a Zoom event. I want to thank everyone so much for being here tonight, and I hope everyone had a beautiful holiday season. I have a grandmother energy stepping up. All right, so anyone in the house here with a grandmother? Let's see what we got here. This grandmother is showing me she was from the deep south. Her name was either Mima or Momo is what they called her. Mima or Momo. I can't hear which one it is. She's telling me that for Christmas, y'all had something untraditional for Christmas dinner. Y'all didn't have like the normal ham or something. It's either gumbo or chicken and dumplings, but she's showing me my gumbo pot. She very much lived out in the country. Her family is from the country. And you know, it sounds like it's a French name. Like her family has a French name like Thibodeau or Boudreau. It's one of those French names. All right. So does this person sound familiar to anyone? I'm going to run through the evidence again. And if it fits, just say yes in the comments, please. It's a grandmother energy, but y'all called her Mima or Momo. She was from the deep south, and she's showing me for Christmas, y'all did something different. Y'all had gumbo or chicken and dumplings. She's showing me my gumbo pot. She lived out in the country. She was not a city girl. She also is showing me the family has a French name, like Thibodeau or Boudreau. Something with that. You know how those French names are. She's also showing me this Christmas, the family was out riding four-wheelers. All right. Doesn't look like we have this lady is anyone's taking her. But let's go back, and I'll keep her on ice. I'll keep her here. We'll see who we can get. All right, Miss Kristen, we're going to start with your boyfriend, Max. Okay, Miss Kristen, y'all at some point had either talked about getting engaged or had really talked about your future life together. He's also saying that his passing was very unexpected, and you are still reeling, like you're in shock. Sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and you forget that has passed, and then it hits you like a tidal wave and you're kind of taken aback. All right, so is Miss Kristen still on here? I haven't seen her. Miss Kristen, are you in the house?
Yes.
Okay, very good, Miss Kristen. Thank you. It's K. Lewis, huh? Okay, so does that fit that y'all had talked about a future together? I'm not, okay. Okay, I think she said yes, that it fit. Okay, very good. Kristen, I'm so sorry, honey. Just the way I'm feeling about, it was just so, like you're still in the shock of the situation. You're having a hard time. You're just not even feeling this holiday season. You haven't felt through the whole thing. He is also showing me that, is it your dog, or I'm seeing someone who has a Cocker Spaniel looking dog. So he is making reference to that. I know it is too soon to even think about it, but he's showing me how he's worried about you not socializing, like you're not.
We have a Catahoula named Goose.
A Catahoula. Oh, I love it. He messes with that dog, just so you know. He's also very concerned because you're not, I feel like you're fine, but I just want you to know that he's concerned that you're not talking through your issues. You're not talking through the grief. You're just kind of going like a robot through the days, which I completely get. I meet with people all the time that are in that space, and it's okay to be in that space as long as you don't live there. He is also saying that you have been wearing something of his. Have you been wearing his shirts? He shows me wearing some of his clothes just so you can be close to him. When spirits talk about how you're feeling and your grief and the fact that you're wearing their clothes, it's just a sign they are around you. I don't ever let my spirits say, hey, you're wearing his clothes right now. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for confirming that. I was about to say I don't let my spirits just say, hey, tell them I'm around them. They have to prove it. And he did a really good job of that by talking about you wearing his clothes, and you're wearing them right now. He wants you to know that he will never leave you, that he is always around you. And he just did prove that by talking about the clothes that you're wearing. I know right now he is saying that your grief is so thick you can barely breathe, is the way he put it. But just know that our grief does not go away. We just find a way to bring it with us and carry on to the next phase of our life. And he's saying to give yourself time, to give yourself time. Also, you are absolutely the love of his life. So he wanted you to know that, and was asking him why. Like, I don't feel like someone was telling you otherwise. He just wanted to reconfirm it to you because you just, was it real? Was it real? Did he love me that much? Yes, he did. All right, thank you, Miss Kristen, for letting me read him. All right, we're going to circle back to this lady that was spirit-led. We'll see if we can get anyone to claim her real quick. She was a grandma energy, but y'all called her Mima, or you're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Mima or Momo. She lived out in the country, and for Christmas, y'all had something untraditional. You had like gumbo or chicken and dumplings. Also, she had a French name like Boudreaux, Thibodeau, something like that. This past Christmas, the one that just passed that she wasn't around for, she's showing me that people were out riding four-wheelers. So does this lady sound familiar to anyone? If she does, please put a yes in the comments. All right. I'm not seeing it, so we'll go back to... Oh, wait a minute. I accidentally hit something. I just invited someone to go live. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I was scrolling on my screen, and I hit it too hard when I was scrolling. Sorry about that. I was going up to find someone to read, and I was like, hit that too hard. All right. I'm not seeing anyone. Oh. Do you have someone? You want me to pull someone?
Angela. Her son's father, James.
All right, Miss Angela. Your son's father, James. So if you're on here, Miss Angela, listen up. Confirm or deny the information. If he's not yours, please say no. I'll find who he belongs to. I am hearing that James is stepping up, and he was very much a... I was going to call him country and he stopped me. So he wasn't really country, but he had that, he wore jeans and t-shirts and he was just very low key. He's also showing me that he
She's here.
had a tough time being nailed down to a relationship. And sometimes you wondered about that. Like you couldn't figure out, like if he had been faithful and good in any kind of relationship, it would have been yours. He just had a hard time with relationships. He was a little bit free-spirited.
Oh, gee, yes.
Yes. So if he had been nailed down to any relationship, it would have been with you. He did absolutely love you. He just couldn't deal. I mean, that doesn't make you feel better, but sometimes I think you wondered, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Because you knew he loved you. You had his child. He loved his child. And he would just like sometimes act like you didn't exist or act like he didn't have a significant other when y'all were together. He is very much talking about you have a beautiful, beautiful soul, that you are just a wonderful, wonderful mother to his son, and how he did, yeah,
He always did.
yes. You also have done a great job of not letting his memory dive to his son. You talk nicely about him to his son. You think of great stories to tell about him. And sometimes I hear it's a struggle. Like sometimes you're just like, oh my goodness, you're deep in what could have been. Because you could see in him what he could be. And he just didn't step up to that. And he very much appreciates how much you talk kind about him to his son. And you have such a forgiving heart. Like you understand why he did what he did and how he acted, but okay. I'm sorry. I heard someone walking down the hallway and no one is supposed to be home. It was my daughter, but she's supposed to be at work. She must have gotten off early. Are you early or did you get a break?
I only worked 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Yes, it was a little bit freaking me out. He is also talking about, Angela, that there are some kind of cameras in your house. Thank y'all. There's some kind of, oh, you always tell my son stories. Very good. He loves that. And you know what? I have to tell you, Angela, kudos to you. I cannot tell you I have a degree in child development, and how many times I see parents playing their kids against each other. How many times I have seen parents justify their selfish behavior because they want their kids to understand where they came from. And, you know, I want everyone listening to understand that your children have a very different relationship with their parent than you do with their parent, if that makes sense. All right, thank you, Miss Angela, for letting me read him. And keep up the good work. You're doing a great job with your son. Very good. You're teaching him forgiveness and love, and it's just a beautiful thing. All right, we're going to circle back. I'm going to keep bringing this lady up until someone claims her. She's a grandma energy. It's a Mima or Momo. She is showing me that she was from the country in the South. She had a French name like Thibodeau, Boudreaux, something like that. On Christmas, she had that y'all served something different.
Yes, my son's one here. Quite understand how he is. I have a camera in my living room.
Okay, on that camera, Angela, look for orbs, and they're going to be him. Okay, so back to this lady. She, on Christmas, you're welcome, honey. She would always make something untraditional like gumbo or chicken and dumplings. And just this past winter, her family, or Christmas, the family was out riding 4-wheelers. So if she is yours, please claim her, because she's just going to keep having to pop up between all these readings. A Mima or a Momo from the South. She made gumbo or chicken and dumplings, something untraditional for Christmas usually. All right.
Surprised.
I know.
Southern Sweetie is looking for her Momo. And she hasn't said anything.
Southern Sweetie. Is she on here? Have you seen her?
She is. Now she's asking for her grandparents. But she called her Momo earlier, Joy.
Southern Sweetie, did you used to call, did that lady sound like your Momo? Because my moderator said that you called your grandmother Momo. Did the lady I just described sound like your Momo? Did the lady I just described, Southern Sweetie, sound like your Momo? Oh, huh. Okay, I just asked you to go live with me, Southern Sweetie. Are you brave enough to do that? Are you brave enough to pop on my screen? Yeah. Let's see. Southern Sweetie, did you get my oh, guest accepted and she's connecting. Here you go. There, she's brave enough to be on my screen.
Hi.
Hi. Let me answer this question. No, all of these are not spirit led. I've only done one spirit led. The rest of them I have been grabbing people. All right, Miss Southern Sweetie. Now, did you call your grandmother Momo?
She was my mamaw.
Mama. Okay, very good. Now, did you hear the lady I was describing that was being spirit led that I was looking for?
We did always cook something weird, but it wasn't chicken or dumplings. She would make tuna fish.
Okay, very good. Okay, so then around you does some of your family have a French name like Thibodeau or Boudreaux or something like that?
No, ma'am, not that I know of.
Okay, one more thing. This last Christmas, was your family out riding four-wheelers?
Some of them were for deer season, but I wasn't one of them.
Okay, very good. All right. I think that lady I was trying to place is your grandmother, but there is no way in heck she could have gotten tuna fish to me for making tuna fish on Christmas. She just couldn't have gotten that to me.
Right.
She's showing me my big pot. Okay. And then, but we are going to circle back to this French name because I'm hearing it again. Where do you live? Or where did she live?
Smackover, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. And she was from Arkansas also?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Okay, we're going to let that go. If you were here for a little bit longer, if we didn't have like 100 people watching us, we'd be digging into that a little bit deeper, but we're going to let it go. They don't want to hear how I get a dog with a bone. I do. I get like a dog with a bone when I know I'm hearing something. All right. This lady is also showing me that she really loved being out in the country. She really loved like trees. She just keeps showing me these pine trees. Do you remember her having a love for trees?
Mm, she had a lot of pear trees in her yard.
Pear trees. All right. She absolutely loved nature and the trees. And I'm not saying she loved being out there mowing and any of that. No. But she loved being outside.
She actually did.
Did she like to mow?
Yes.
Yes. She had me out there. She showed me her mowing, but I thought she was making me feel like, no, maybe that was my own feelings coming through. That was my ego stepping in because I don't mow and I don't like it. No, that is not me. No, I'd have to pay for that.
She loved yard work.
Yeah, she has been outside the entire time. And most grandmothers, when they step up, they show me in the kitchen. And the only thing she showed me in the kitchen was Christmas dinner. She's also showing me that there is someone in the family that carries part of her name. Do you know what she's talking about? Not her whole name, but part of her name.
Yes, my cousin.
Okay, very good. Now, when spirits step up and they talk about that, it's just a sign that they're around and they see what's going on. Now, she is telling me, you and her were very close. Like sometimes she
Yes,
wouldn't
ma'am.
show it, but y'all were very close.
Very.
She's also showing me that I like my spirits to prove how they're around you. They can't just say I'm around you. And so she was just dropping in so many things. I was having a hard time keeping up with her. She's showing me that she has sent you birds. Like when there's birds out and about, she sends you birds a lot. And there was one, you actually noticed it, not recently, but it was a couple of months ago. You noticed it was like hopping around and almost staring at you. Do you remember that bird?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that was your grandmother. She's also showing me you have a baby.
Oh, wow. Yes.
That is that baby old? I'm hearing yes. So you know when babies get old enough to track things with their eyes,
Yes, ma'am.
when you see that baby tracking something, and you're like, what is it? What is she looking at? It's going to be your grandmother. She loves that baby. Let me tell you. Um, you have a camera. Do you have a camera in your nursery?
I
When,
do.
uh,
Oh,
pay attention to that camera. There's going to be orbs in it, and that's going to be your grandmother. My spirits have been sending a lot of orbs lately. I'm just asking your grandmother, why is that? Oh, okay. She says because everyone has cameras now. Used to, when I first started doing mediumship, cameras weren't so prevalent. And I noticed, I was like, why are y'all showing so many orbs now? And your grandmother just said, because everyone has cameras now. I guess so. Touche to your grandmother. Um, she's showing me, have you been struggling with whether you're going back to work or what you're doing with your work?
um, not really.
Have you gone back to work?
Not yet.
But are you going to?
Um, I haven't decided.
Okay. That's what the struggle I was feeling. She is saying, don't do it. You're not going to you're not going to enjoy it. I mean, you can. Nothing's going to be wrong with your baby. Your baby's going to be just fine. But she's just saying, I knew you were having some kind of struggle with it. Like, do I go back? Do I not? And she's saying you just would not enjoy it. To enjoy that baby for as long as you can. You might be going a little bit stir crazy, but she says join a mops. All right. Thank you so much for going live, except you didn't show your face. I see that. Mm-hmm. You're like, heck no, I'm not showing my face on here. I don't have no makeup on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I had to end that. All right. All right. That was kind of fun. I like y'all pop it on my screen every once in a while. Who's up next?
Miss Millie Grace. Mom, Nancy.
Millie Grace, her mom Nancy.
Yep, she just popped up. Anita is her name.
Anita.
Now she's asking for her mom or dad, but she asked originally for Mom, Nancy.
Anita, let's see who we're going to get here. I see you're asking for your dad now, so you want your mom or your dad. Let's see who we can get. Who's it going to be? Okay, so actually they both stepped up real quick, but I'm going to tap into one of them, and your mom is stepping forward. So they're kind of teasing each other, and they were kind of speed walking up to me, and your mom kind of turned in and slapped your dad, kind of backhanded your dad's chest, like, I'm going first. You have had, your mom is saying, you have been missing your mom like crazy. How spirits present even says something about their personality. We're going to talk about this. I see a couple of people. I might have a couple of slots left. I see a few more have registered for my free forum that I have tomorrow night. We're going to do readings, but y'all will see me actually break them down. How do I get the information I get, and then how I teach my classes. Let's see here, Miss Millie Grace. Okay, let's see. You want to go live? Invite sent. You want to go live, Miss Millie Grace? You were quick on it too, weren't you? Good for you. Did you hear my moderator say she has 1,200 followers?
Hi, no, I didn't hear it. And I don't know how to put my camera on, but if that's okay, I'll just have my voice anyway, because I am definitely not looking camera ready.
I know, the poor last girl, she didn't put her face on either. I was like, you don't have makeup on, dude. She's like probably thinking, heck no, I'm home with this baby. I didn't do nothing with myself today. All right, Miss Millie Grace. So your mom, your parents were together. They didn't divorce.
No, yeah, they never divorced, no.
Okay, very good. I could see the way they presented, there was still love between them. And sometimes when spirits step up, if there was divorce, I'm not seeing that love connection. And also the way your mom kind of hit your dad, just not hit him, but, kind of was like, no, I'm going first.
Yep,
And
that sounds just like her.
Yes, it was very teasing, like, I'm up, ladies first. Now, why is your mom showing me, did she like before or after dinner drink? She's showing me a cocktail glass. And I'm not saying that she drank all the time, but I'm feeling like it was a special occasion she would have drinks.
Yeah, she did. She did. And she did actually She did actually drink a lot too, but yes, she did.
Well, I wasn't going to out your other
No,
aunt.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what your mom said? Because I wasn't going to out her and say, "Oh, I see your mom. Yeah, she can a little bit of a problem." She said, "Oh, honey, there's no secrets in our family." So,
Yeah.
which is good on her because you will see some spirits step up, and you know they didn't own their problem. There was kind of a like that secrecy in the house. She is very much saying, Millie, that did you help take care of your mom before she passed? And I'm not talking about like changing her diaper and things like that, but you made sure she had that huge support system.
Yeah, I was far away from her and I was very concerned and I was calling and trying to
Mm-hmm.
get on the phone with her, trying to get on the phone with my brother, trying to get on the phone with my father. Like, are you taking
Yes.
care of her? Is she okay? Is she okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was feeling. And she's talking about how loved that made her feel and how much she appreciated it. And but you have some guilt because I'm feeling like just clearing off my desk and running out of the house. Like you look back and think, dang it, I should have made time for that. I should have done it.
Yeah.
And she's saying, no way, that you were living your life and you did exactly what you should have done. She had a support system there, and you very much made her feel loved by checking in on her. Now, she's switched over real quick to Christmas decorations. Do you have some of her Christmas decorations? Do you have something you do at Christmas to honor her? What is this Christmas decoration thing in relation to her?
I do still have some ornaments that I had, from our family, and especially actually a little drum that my dad gave me.
Okay,
Is
good.
something that I hang on the tree every year. But I also have, I think, a couple that are still left from being with, from my family. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was feeling there was something that a decoration or something that you put out and it made you think of your family. Also, who loves the breakfast food? She's showing me these pancakes. What is this pancake?
My son and I made eggs Benedict on Christmas morning, and it was a whole production. It was a whole thing. Like, okay, you do this, you do the eggs, and I'll do the hollandaise, and we'll get it
Yeah,
done.
good for
And I mean,
y'all.
it's just like this whole thing. Like, okay, can we do it? And it all turned out perfectly, and we were just so happy and enjoyed the best breakfast together.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. I love it when spirits show things that happened right, recently and there you. She's very much talking about you have gone through like the last, I'm hearing 3 years has been, for anyone who doesn't want to hear any cuss word, close your eyes now, ears now, has been like a shit show for you these last.
Yeah.
But she is talking about how well you have handled it and how proud she is of you. You have done a great job of not taking it out on your son. And I know you're probably saying, well, why would I? But you would be amazed at how many parents kind of let their stress leach over to their children.
Mm.
And you've done a really good job of containing that and dealing it with yourself. And you laugh through it. I absolutely love that you laugh through your stress. And you're like, what the hell else am I going to do? I don't know.
She was the one that taught me to keep going. She was the one that
Yes.
taught me to keep going.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for letting me read your mom.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Christy.
Of
That's such a warm
course.
feeling for me. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. All right. That was kind of fun. We've had a couple of lives now. All right. Who we got next?
Maria, husband Ray.
Maria, your husband Ray. Instantly, when I wrote down Maria, I had not even written Ray out, and I'm wanting to cough. Did your husband have something towards the end of his life where he just really coughed? I'm just hearing him hacking and coughing. He's also showing me you it's funny he's using the word fretted. You fretted over him. That's such a cute word. You made sure that and you fretted over him even when he wasn't sick. You were just always, are you okay? Do you need something? You were always checking on him and trying to make sure he was okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Molly, for subscribing. I want to thank everyone who is subscribing on here. But just for those of you who are subscribing, who haven't been subscribers for a while, I do have a drawing once a month for a free 15-minute reading, and then I do subscriber only. I have some plans up for my subscribers too. I'm not going to I have to figure out how to do it technologically, But I do have some plans coming up for some of my subscribers. All right, so Maria, are you still on here? Miss Maria. Looks like we're about to have a spirit up for grabs, because I definitely have one here, and if it's not Maria's, it's somebody's. All right. This spirit here, what kind of energy do you have, dude? You know, I want to say father-in-law, but don't lock me into that. I want to say it's a father or a father-in-law energy. I'm still hearing an R name, like Ray or Randy. This gentleman was he was a smoker, and that's really what ultimately led to his demise. He was coughing and just kind of went downhill. Before he passed, he had gotten very thin. He was having a hard time keeping food down, and gotten very thin. He's also shown me he was really good at working on motors. Small motors, big motors. He was just good with motors. He was good with that. All right. So to this gentleman, if this gentleman fits anyone, please put a yes in the comments. We have a father or father-in-law energy. I'm hearing an R name like Raymond or Randy. He was a smoker during a lot of his life, and that's what ultimately led to his demise. I'm having a hard time breathing, and I'm coughing. Okay, Miss Sweet Buttercup. It could be James Ray. I'm hearing that Ray, R. But does that fit who you wanted? Miss Buttercup, does that fit him? I'm gonna pull her up. She's connecting. Hello, Miss Buttercup.
She said, "Oh, no."
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Look at you.
I'm doing good. I did say no because I just started remembering he passed from something else.
Okay, I think someone just claimed, we're going to still bring up your person, but someone did just claim who I was talking to. It's Maria D. She said, that's my husband, Ray. So Maria D, I want you to hang tight while I finish reading Miss Buttercup here. Okay, Miss Buttercup, who was it that you were wanting? Your dad, James?
Either my dad, James, he died before I was born, or my dad that raised me.
Which one was one of them in the military?
That was my biological.
I felt like it was. Instantly, I have a gentleman stepping up, and he looks very young. And when I tried to get him to take me to when he was older, he didn't, which was leading me to believe that he was pretty young when he did. He was a very handsome gentleman, and yes, and he showed me looking very fly in his uniform. He does know I have a heart for a man in a uniform because I was married to one. He is telling me that he's being very funny. I don't know. I know that you didn't grow up around him, so I'm not sure how much you knew about his personality, but he was a funny gentleman. Did anyone ever tell you that your dad was funny?
Yes. He did work
like, it's
on
just the way
small engines.
Yes, he did. That's where we're going next. I'm hearing this man was just very mechanically inclined. He could just about fix anything. And I don't know if people have told you that about him. He's also saying that I never would have left you on purpose. And though you did end up having what I'm hearing, a decent life, it was just nothing. You always thought about what would my daddy do? What would my daddy do? Would my daddy? Yes. And so the fact that he is talking about the things that you thought about tells you how much he was around you. He is showing me in particular, it looks like a school dance that you went to. It's not a formal dress you're in. It looks like a semi-formal, and you're kind of a tiny little thing, and it's a light colored dress. And there's a picture of you in this dress. He's showing me it's an actual picture. Was that a dance? Did you go to a school dance in like a light colored dress that had like little cap sleeves here?
I did a 9th grade graduation. I had a pale pink dress with little puffy sleeves.
Yes. Okay. So it was a graduation. I was thinking it was being a school dance, but it was a graduation. So when he said that he was around you all that time, I said, take me to a memory. And that's why he dropped in to let me know, like he was with you throughout your entire life. He's also talking about you just have such a heart for people in general. And I really admire that. Let me tell you, it takes, not that you can't get angry, but it takes a lot to get you there. And you
Hmm.
just always have such a heart for people and what they're going.
Yes, very
And
much.
he is absolutely so proud of you for that. There is someone in your family, he's telling me, who you need to kind of create some boundaries with. You know who he's talking about? They've kind of been they've been kind of taking advantage of you.
Maybe a little.
We're not going to call them out. We're not calling them out on
No,
live. I just
no.
want to make sure you know who it is. It's just
Yes,
confirmation. Your dad wants you to make sure that you are setting up some boundaries and not letting those people take advantage of you. His
yeah,
parting words to you are, there are frequently times throughout your life you have asked yourself, would my dad be proud of me? Would my dad be proud of me?
yes,
And he said he absolutely is proud of you, not because of the things that you've accomplished in general as in material objects, but just the way you face life. You're just a sweet, sweet, kind-hearted person. And he so much loves that about you.
Does he have anything to say for my mom?
Does your mom believe in mediumship? Yes, she does.
Yes.
He answered that before you did. Um, she was the love of his life.
Hmm.
And though he didn't always act like it because he thought he had a lot of time left on this planet, um, he is so glad she went on to find love, and he knows that there is still a part of her heart that belongs to him. Like
Absolutely.
she never let anyone in as deep as she let him in. It was they truly had a love match, which is beautiful to see.
Yes. Is
All
he
right.
and my dad together? My, I call my stepdad dad because he's the one that raised me.
He said when you said that, your biological dad turned around and said, "I have the whole crew." So he's got lots of people. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
me.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Okay. Now we're going back to Marie, her husband Ray. Maria. Okay, Miss Maria. He was the one who died of like the coughing and something in the lungs. He is also showing me there's some kind of something has happened recently outside of Christmas that has made you think about him a lot. It's like it's opened up the grief all over again. He's also showing me that it's okay to still cry. So, which tells me that you still cry over him and it catches you on your unawares. And he's showing me that you were recently actually going somewhere or about to leave the house and you just had to stop for a minute and regroup because of this grief being opened back up. He is also showing me you must still have some of his clothes. And I feel like you've been smelling something recently that smells like him. Aw, thank you, Kay Lewis. I see you booked. You said you booked an appointment for January 24th. I think that's the next time you can get in with me. Good, good, good. Um, all right, welcome, welcome. We are just doing spirit led, so we just pull when they come up. We buried him before. Oh, okay. Wow, Maria, that's why the wound has been opened right back up. Okay, very good. He's saying that he is like you really tried this year. So he is so proud of the effort you made to get rid of to get through Christmas. And he's showing me you just you were just like you were like clenched up all through. Oh, you're keeping a luggage of clothes in your closet. Okay, very good. I knew that you had still had some of his clothes. When spirits mention things like that, like he was telling me about the clothes, it is a sign that he is around you. Now I am doing, I'm not sure if it's booked. It might already, so if y'all go and it says booked, then done because I did put a cap on it. But I'm doing a free event tomorrow night where it's going to be much like this, except you are going to be on Zoom so I can see everyone's faces. And I'll be doing readings and breaking them down so y'all can see what it's like to do a reading and what it's like to take a class from me. Oh, good. Astronauts, it'll be fun. I'll also have some students coming up about so they can show you. You'll see some actual students in there doing bringing a couple of spirits. Maria, he is also showing me that you make sure he is still remembered. You make sure he talk to people about him. You create memories about him. You say, Ray used to, every time you use this bathroom. Okay, so now I wanted to tell you why you get goosebumps every time the thing tomorrow is, I actually don't remember. I think it's 7. I will be there on time. I'll look at my Zoom screen. I will be there on time, though. I just have to tell y'all, I'm not going to be late for my own class. Let me look at my Zoom events tomorrow. 6. No, it's at 6. 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Central Time. So why you get goosebumps when you go in there is because you walk in there and I feel your kind of boundaries dropping and you feel his energy. He is around you all the time, but we don't always feel. 6 Central is when I'm doing the thing tomorrow. 6 Central is when I'm doing the thing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that.
No, I left something. I left it that way, maybe?
Yeah, I left it that way.
I visit him around the 17th of the month at Forest Lawn.
Yes. He wants you to know that he's like, I love that she is dedicated to visiting me, but I want her to know I'm not there. I'm with her. So he shows me you driving up in the car, and he gets out of the car with you and goes over there. And he wants you to know just how loved you made him feel. And though, he's making me feel like, I've been married 30 something years, so I do understand this feeling that y'all were at odds and had disagreements and discussions throughout but don't focus on those. Focus on the love, because he said, I wouldn't have wanted to share my life with anyone else. Very good. He's also showing me, Maria, that y'all had talked about going somewhere, like taking a vacation somewhere together, you and him, and y'all never made it happen. And he wants you to make sure that you make that happen and go with a friend or a child or something. And he wants you to know that you did all the right choices. Like, his funeral must not have been completely planned, but you made all the right choices. He said it was beautiful, and you've been with him since you were 15 and he was 56. And I think about that. I got married at 17. I feel like I've been with my husband my whole life. I don't even know. Like, what would I do if I couldn't be annoyed with him? Really, what are you going to do? He says he does his part. He does. All right. Thank you so much. He is, oh my goodness. I was about to let him go, but he's showing me that he saw you, and y'all look like babies when he saw you. And he just, like, he knew instantly I don't know that he knew that young that y'all were going to get married, but he knew you were very significant in his life, and he instantly loved you. Thank you so much for letting me read him. That was very sweet. Thank you.
Any message for the kids?
To take care of their mama. He said it without even missing a beat. That tells me that you were, like, in his eyes, you were, like, elevated, and not in a bad way, but in a respectful way. And he says he wants those kids to take care of their mama. All right, let's do some psychic. You ready to do some psychic? Let's do it. Let's do some psychic. I haven't been, has anyone been asking me questions? All right, because y'all knew I was doing mediumship, right? Y'all know how I work. Y'all know I don't do psychic until I do psychic. All right, y'all got some questions for me?
Ashley, love you financially, okay?
Well, Ashley, I'm feeling yes, and I'm feeling a pretty hard yes. I thought I was going to have to give you some like some advice on how to be financially okay, but I am feeling, you're welcome, Maria, you're welcome. But I'm very much feeling that you're going to be okay. You have some things in place, I'm hearing, and they're going to start playing out. All right. If I book a reading, can I pick who? Yes, you can. What usually happens when you book a reading, let me, oh, you have a lawsuit. That's what I'm, okay. So when you book a reading and it's a court, if it's a 15-minute reading, boom, I just ask you who. If it's a 30-minute or a 50-minute reading, I say, okay, we're going to roll through a couple of spirits. And if the one you really want doesn't come through towards the end of it, I ask, is there someone you want to talk to who hasn't stepped up? And then I pull that person. But I give evidential information so we can make sure we have the right one.
Cam, am I going the right way in life with my job and my future plans?
Yes, you are. Someone asked if they were in the right way with their life and their future plans, and I'm feeling yes, yes,
Nicole,
yes.
will I ever find love again?
Nicole wants to know if she's ever going to find love again. You know, Nicole, I am hearing you will find love again. And when I ask the timing of it, and I get this probably a lot because I'm a life coach, so I also talk through things, but I was not hearing a time frame, but more, and you need to heal for a few more months. And once you find yourself not thinking about how you were done wrong as much, then you'll be ready to move on.
Patrice, any feelings on when they'll move to Florida?
Okay, are they going to move to Florida in the first half of next year or the second half? Okay, I'm hearing the second half. Is it going to be in third quarter? I'm hearing in third quarter of next year.
Suze, do you have a feeling of when she will find a job?
Sue, what's her name?
Sue, but
Sue.
Suze is what she goes.
Sue, when are you going to find a job? First quarter of next year? Second quarter. I'm feeling second quarter of next year. Can y'all tell? I've had corporate jobs. I'm like first quarter, second quarter. I'm all about the quarters. Okay. Someone wants to know, Andrea Bailey, did my son's wife miscarry? I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Anyone else? Carrie, I'm in Aspen. Someone says that you asked someone's brother's name and I told them this.
I'm answering her right now.
Okay. Will my son's girlfriend break his heart, Nicole? No, I feel like she will not. That's good. I was about to say, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't see a heartbeat. Shit. Okay. Is there a heartbeat? I don't know, honey. I asked it again. I asked several different times. I asked in different ways. And I was still feeling, no, that she didn't. I mean, I can absolutely be wrong. Psychic is never 100%. If anyone tells you they are, run in the opposite direction.
Shirley, will our property sell in 23?
I don't, Charlene, I will your property. I don't know why I'm not feeling it's not selling in 2023. I wonder if something's going to happen that's going to cause you to take it off the market, because I mean, a whole year for property not to sell, but I'm not feeling it selling. All right. Is that about it? Not a lot of psychics coming through tonight.
Will I marry my boyfriend, Chrissy?
Christy wants to know if she's going to marry her boyfriend. I'm feeling a no on that. And right now, I can feel that if you were in front of me with an appointment, you would argue. So.
And this is a tough one. Did Brian see us opening our presents, Julie?
Brian, did you see them opening their presents? Yes, and someone got some fuzzy socks or slippers, something fuzzy to put on their feet. Okay. Toasted Tofu wants to know when. Okay. So sometimes Toasted Tofu, I get kind of snarky answers from Spirit. Like, when is my finances going to get better? I'm seeing, they showed me this. You're doing this. Like, stop letting go of your finances and pull them in. Also, there needs to be some consolidation done. Like you're paying too high of interest on something, and I'm seeing you need some consolidation done.
Bobby, my personal battle. Will I win?
Bobby, your personal battle, will you win? I feel like you will. Good job, and by sheer will. All right, well, let's go back and do some mediumship.
Do you want to do another live one?
Sure.
Tia.
Okay, Tia. Okay, Miss Tia, what's her name?
Tia Harold.
Tia Harrell. I don't see you on here, but if you request, you can go live with me, and I will. We will read you. I was like, I don't see you, so I can't. Oh, there you are. Wait a minute. There you are. Wait. Gotcha. I just invited you, Miss Tia Harrell. You were on my list. Gotcha. Miss Tia, I don't see your face. Why is anyone showing me their face tonight?
I don't know, but I'll definitely, if I can figure this camera out right quick, I'll.
I was teasing you. I thought you were going to say, oh, honey, I am no shape to be
Do
on
you
live.
see it now?
No, I don't.
I hit the camera button and it brought it on.
Yeah. Is there a TR name around you, Tia?
A TR?
Yeah. Trent, Trevor.
Around me right now?
Yeah. Yes. Is there someone in spirit with a TR name, like Trent, Trevor, Travis?
Travis, my brother.
She wanted her brother Travis. Oh, okay. Very good. All right, dude. You don't mess around. Your brother don't mess around, does he? He was someone who was straight and to the point. Let's do this.
I got my mom here too. Let me sit down with her. Sit down, Mom.
Whenever a spirit steps up and they instantly drop in it, that just says so much about their personality, because a clear audience is not my strongest clear sentience is. So when they drop in their name like that, they're like, she's like,
Nope, I got you.
Okay, very good. I was gonna say, the live was paused. Your mom, you said your mom was there. He is very much showing me that your mom and you both, but mostly your mom, carry a lot of guilt for his passing. And he's taking full responsibility for his passing. He said, I was the one who was stupid. It's not their fault. I was stupid. Which says something about his personality, that he was someone who took responsibility for his actions. And okay, so Leah, he's kind of, Tia. Is it Tia? Tia. He's kind of teasing me that, was your brother kind of a mama's boy?
Oh my God. Yeah, majorly.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. And like, you didn't even care. Like, it's not like you were jealous or anything. You just acknowledged, like, oh my gosh, mama, that boy. But when spirits talk about the dynamics of the family, it's just a sign that they're around, and I have who they think I have. Has someone gotten a tattoo in his honor?
Oh my God, that's so funny. What? We all went and got tattoos. My mom got her first tattoo exactly a year after his passing. I took my kid, me, all of my children. Well, not all of my children. 2 of my 3 children and my mother.
Yeah. You know, I thought he was referencing your mom getting a tattoo, but it was sometimes, like, as a medium, you get in your own head, because it's like, no, there's no way her mom got a tattoo. She's an older lady. She wouldn't have gotten a tattoo. But I felt like it was your mom. I was in my head like, she did not.
She did. She did.
Also, has your mom's car been making a funny noise?
Has it?
Well, yeah, since I had it, but I mean, nothing new.
No, I'm not feeling it's anything new. It's just a reference, because he showed me riding in your car shotgun with you, and I was like, prove it, because I don't let my spirits just say that. They have to prove it to me. And he just told me your car was making a funny noise, and you just he shows me, not that you literally do this, but your way of dealing with it is to turn up the radio so you can't hear it.
Yes, turn up the radio. I don't get to ride with her a lot, so
talk to him.
Yeah,
I really feel when I'm going up the road.
Mm-hmm. He is. Who lives down a gravel road? Does someone live down a gravel road?
My dad and my sister.
Okay. I throw back to them just to let them know that he is around them. Spirits are multidimensional. They can be around more than one person at one time. He is very, like, he was primed and ready. So I don't know when you saw that I was going to go live, but this kid, and I know he's a grown man, he's telling me, but he's a kid to me. He had his information ready to go. I mean, he's like popping it in. Spirits prepare for readings just like I do. And so I don't know at what point you realized I was going live and popped on, but he was definitely pressuring you to do so. He's also showing me that your mom made something, or someone made some food over Christmas time, and they specifically referenced how much he liked that dish. Do you know what he's talking about?
Which one, Mom?
I don't know.
It's a casserole looking thing.
I don't know. She stood in the kitchen and cooked and
Cooked all day long.
it's all his favorite food. That's all he did when he would come over was eat. Bless his heart.
I
It's
know,
probably everything she cooked.
and because his mama made the best food. And so just know that whenever, and it's what kind of, it's like an older casserole dish. We'll let that go, but just know it was the casserole dish. It's an older casserole, and he was like, "Guess what I miss about being in heaven is my mama's food." So thank you so much for letting me bring through your brother. He was primed and ready, so he gave great evidence of being around y'all. Thank you so much.
Does he have anything to say to the kids?
To his kids?
To any of them.
They were all his kids.
That's what I was feeling. It looks like there's
all his kids.
Looks like about 5 of them. You know, I'm just going to do group message. And if you were here for a one-on-one and a one-on-one reading, we'd break down all the kids and I'd let him give individual message to them all. But some of them have been sloughing off on school, and he's telling me he did the same thing, and they are too smart to be doing that mess. They have goals to accomplish in this life.
Okay.
So tell them to get to their books. They have goals to accomplish. And someone's thinking about going to a vocational school. I don't know if you know which one that is, but it's a very good idea for them. They're going to really like it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Adrian wants an Aunt Tammy. Okay, this spirit that I just had when I had Leah, I don't know why he's wanting me to reiterate on here, but I gave a group message to those children. I don't know why he's telling me to reiterate. I don't do that when you come for a one-on reading. I let them break down a message for each individual child. But, you know, a sake of time on a live, we didn't have time for that. So I don't know why someone was wondering about that, but he very much wanted me to reiterate it. Okay, Adrian, your Aunt Tammy is showing me that she was everyone's friend, mom, the go-to person. She was the one who made things happen. She was the one that people went to with their problems. She was so not judgmental, and she had the best laugh. I'm hearing her laugh, and it just makes me want to laugh along with her. Miss Adrian, does this sound like your Aunt Tammy? Miss Adrian. All right, looks like we might have a spirit. Have you seen Adrian?
Not in a second. Just before you started talking, I did. It's not Andrea.
Oh, I was about to ask that. All right.
Adrian's.
Okay, yes. Okay, very good, Miss Adrian. I know your aunt is showing me you were very nervous. Like you can't believe you were chosen and you're very nervous, and you were like fat finger in the phone, was having a hard time figuring out how to reply. Because I was thinking, I could almost feel you there, but I couldn't figure out why you weren't replying. And so that's a sign that your aunt is around you. Also, she's showing me, I don't know why she's showing me this, but you've recently either had a pedicure or painted your toenails, because she's showing me someone painting their toenails. When spirits show things like that, silly things like painting toenails, it's just a sign they're around you. She's also talking about, I don't know what is up with my moderator. He is like, she could go live too. He's like, she could go live too. He's like wanting everyone to go live. He must enjoy that.
And then I look. My mom got her nail fixed today at the salon.
Okay, very good. That is a sign she was around and saw what was going on. I actually need to have my nails done. Is there a promotional code when you put in a booking? Okay, if you're booking, no, there isn't. If you're, because everything is priced as it is. Tomorrow night, the event I'm doing is free. But if it's saying that it's booked, it's booked. I mean, it means there's no slots left. Let me check it real quick. Hold on, I can check to see, is it done deal? Let me see. Free forum. Nope, there are 6 slots left in it. So the free forum for tomorrow night is free, but if you're going to do just a regular booking, then there's no code. You can only go live if you have, oh, 1,000, you just, yeah, I see that you do. I choose you, or you just invite, if you're chosen for a reading. It's not like we see who can go live and then that person is chosen. It's just we choose someone, and if that person can go live, then sometimes we will choose them. Okay. Aunt Tammy is talking about, has your mom not been feeling well, Adrian? I feel like your mom hasn't been feeling well a while. Not that she's like sick and coughing and in the hospital, but she's just been like kind of tired and drained. And your aunt is telling her that she needs to take care of herself. Like she's having some emotional things going on, and she needs to start taking better care of herself, taking care of her emotional well-being. Adrian, she's also showing me that you're going to have a shift coming up in your job. What is she saying about that? I'm sorry, I was tapping into her. Like, what are you saying about this shift in her job? To not be worried about it, that it's going to be okay. So I don't know if you feel like you're kind of walking on a rocky path at your job, but she's very much telling me that things are going to be okay. She's also showing me that you have been organizing your house, either you or your mom. Like, I can't tell which one she's talking about now that she's referenced your mom, but one of you has been organizing your house and getting things together and just really making sure you need to come to my house, just organizing. But a reference that she is around and she sees what's going on. She's also talking about your mom feeling like she's the last man standing. So she must have had a lot of people pass from her generation and above. And when spirits reference it, it's the last man standing. It's tough to be the last person left behind. It's tough to, that you have so many people in spirit, but still feel the. Okay, very good. So you're saying that you recently got offered a promotion and you decided to decline it. You know what? Good on you. That's what she is saying. Like, she's very proud of you because you must have been second guessing it. That must have been that turbulence I was feeling. I was telling you everything was going to be okay because you're thinking, should I have taken it? Should I have taken it? No, she's like very proud of you. You did what was going to make you happy.
My mom and her sister are the last 2 of their siblings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And your mom has been thinking about that a lot. Like, they're almost all gone, all the people that were on their generational line and above. And that's a tough place to be in. And I've had spirits. They've been stepping up lately, calling that the last man standing. So a sign that she is around, she sees what's going on, and she says, I am here to support the hell out of you. And it's funny how she says that. I'm here to support the hell out of you. I know, Andrea, it is hard. It's to be the last one that you lost all 3. It's hard. We just keep seeing them. Whoa. All right. Who we got next?
Nicole, Uncle Donnie.
Nicole, your Uncle Donnie. Did Uncle Donnie like some beer? Because that's the first thing he showed me. All right, Miss Nicole. Uncle Donnie is showing me what he dropped into my head was some gentleman outside. He has a beer in his hand and he is shooting the shit is what he's saying, which I don't know if you know what that means. In my neck of the woods, it means he's just sitting around talking, running his mouth, which is what he did best. He's saying he actually ran his mouth a lot and he liked to kind of antagonize people to the point of, kind of annoying them. he was a good guy and he'd do anything for you, but he would still kind of poke and tease and annoy. And he's also saying that Nicole, you had a special place in his heart. I don't know if you knew that, but he's showing me that he always just really liked you because you were so talkative and you would tease him back. You didn't think anything about his teasing and his kind of poking and all that. He just always teased you back. He is showing me you rubbing a necklace. It's not letting you join tomorrow night's event. I have slots left in it. Let me refresh. Let me see. Before I lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. Oh, I do not have slots left. Okay, Sweet Buttercup, I'm about to right now up the limit, and it's already at a higher limit than I wanted it, so get ready. I'm up at 5 people so you can get your butt in there. Okay, let me edit this. Let me change it.
And I'll get back to you, Nicole.
I'm going to save it. Okay. I just added 5 people. So do it now. Do it now. All right. Okay. Back to you, Nicole. He's showing. Yes. You know, y'all were very energetically connected. And so I don't know. I don't want to mess with anyone's belief system. So if it ever does say something that you don't really believe in, kind of let it go. Now, why do you still feel so connected to him? Why do you remember everything y'all did? Because y'all had spent past lives together, and it was like he came in just as he was exiting the planet just as you were kind of entering. Y'all overlapped this time for just a little bit, but you definitely, even though you didn't recognize that y'all had spent a past life together, you could feel that energetic connection. He's also showing me that events throughout your life. Now he's showing me college and going back to school. Did you not graduate college? Have you thought about going back to college? Because he's very much wanting me to push you to go back to school. All right. So hopefully that resonates with you. Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully you got in there, Sweet Buttercup. I see that you said thank you. All right. Hopefully that worked for you. All right. For those of you who I graduated for MA wanting to go back. Okay. Very good. I knew, chase your dreams, honey. Chase your dreams, he's saying. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. And tomorrow night, I will be seeing those of you who have registered on the forum. There's going to be quite a few people there, but sometimes people don't show up. So I anticipated about 20 people not showing up, so it'll be a more manageable number. But y'all are going to be on my big screen. Y'all want to see what big screen y'all are going to be on? Y'all are going to be on that big screen, so I can see everyone. Y'all see that? That's where everyone's going to be, on the big screen. Just know I will not be messaging anyone for any appointments. I will never direct message you. You can only register on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. I have been having a lot of emails, people asking me about last minute appointments. I do open up a couple of last minute appointments, but they're under the event section. You can't get them just by going to a normal booking. They're on the event section. Like I have 2 last minute readings for Saturday. I will, if I have time, I'll open up a couple every week. I never book last minute appointments or anything through my website. It's just too sketchy. I think it feels better if people can just go to my website and register. It feels more authentic. All right. Tomorrow night, it's free. You have to go to my website under the event section. Let me see. I just upped it 5 people, and I know that some people weren't getting on there. Looks like it's down to four people left on there. All right. Thank y'all so very much. And just so everyone knows, this coming up Saturday, I do also have a general live that I will be doing at, what am I doing that general live?
3 o'clock.
3 or 3:30. All right. Booked readings are Zoom. Yes, they are. My moderator is absolutely right. How do you get to the event center? Let me show you what my website looks like. For those of you still hanging out, let me show you what my website looks like. I'm going to take it to my phone. Let's see. Don't you love it when you Google your name and you come right up? Okay, so let me show you. This is what my website looks like. This is the front of it. You see me there? Okay, so you're going to click on those lines. When those lines book down, you see you have all of these options. You could do book now, and it would also take you there, but events is right there on the bottom, and that takes you to just my events. On the events, the first thing you see is tomorrow night's event. You see the free January event. You see, and then you see my husband and I are doing the lose weight with the hypnotherapy. So those are the three things currently on my events page. If you want to book one of the classes, then you would go, see here it is, and you would go to classes. And when you go to classes, you have mediumship circles, and you have intro, and you have that. See all the stuff again. All right. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all, and I will see some of you tomorrow night on the Zoom, only on Zoom event. You have to register my website, and then I'm having a general live on Saturday. So y'all have a great rest of the week.